Most people will never understand what it takes to be truly great. Most people will never reach their full potential. Not because they aren't capable, but because they don't have the mindset. They don't have the discipline. They don't have the relentless hunger that separates the best from the rest. This is the difference between the 99% and the 1%. The 99% make excuses. The 99% seek comfort. The 99% wait for motivation, for the right time, for someone to push them. Most people will never understand what it takes to be truly great. Most people will never reach their full potential. Not because they aren't capable, but because they don't have the mindset. They don't have the discipline. They don't have the relentless hunger that separates the best from the rest. This is the difference between the 99% and the 1%. The 99% make excuses. The 99% seek comfort. The 99% wait for motivation, for the right time, for someone to push them. The 1% don't treat their goals like a hobby, they treat them like an obsession. They don't try to be great. They decide to be great. And that decision reflects in everything they do. In the way they train, in the way they work, in the way they live. Every action, every choice, every second is dedicated to becoming better than they were yesterday. Step 2, discipline over feelings. The 99% let their emotions control them. They wake up and say, I don't feel like working today. They make excuses. They procrastinate. They choose comfort over progress. The 1%. They don't care how they feel. They don't negotiate with their emotions. They get up and do the work, whether they feel like it or not. They understand that greatness is built in the moments when no one is watching, when no one is clapping, when no one is there to push them. They push themselves. Step 3, ruthless consistency. Most people start strong. They set goals, they get excited, they go hard for a week, maybe a month. But then, they slow down. They get distracted. They fall back into old habits. The 1% don't stop. They don't need motivation to keep going. They have built discipline so strong that stopping is not even an option. They show up every single day, no matter what. Rain or shine. Sick or healthy. Tired or energized. They do what needs to be done, no excuses, no exceptions. Step 4, sacrifice is the price of greatness. You can't have it all. If you want to be great, you have to be willing to give up what the 99% are not willing to sacrifice. Late nights out. Wasting time on distractions. Comfort. The easy path. The 1% understand that success comes at a cost. And they are willing to pay it. You say you want success, but are you willing to give up your bad habits? Are you willing to outwork everyone around you? Are you willing to isolate yourself, to be misunderstood, to be doubted, and still push forward, because that is what it takes? Step 5, never settle. The 1% never reach a point where they say, I've made it. They never get comfortable. They never stop improving. They stay hungry, even when they're winning. Even when they're at the top, they push harder. Because they know that the moment they slow down, someone else is grinding harder. The moment they get comfortable, they start losing. The 1% never settle for average, for good enough, for just okay. They demand more from themselves, always. This is the 1% mindset. It's not for everyone. It's not easy. It's not comfortable. But it is the only way to achieve greatness. If you want to be different, if you want to stand out, if you want to live a life that the 99% will never experience, then you have to think, act, and grind like the 1%. No shortcuts. No excuses. Just relentless, unstoppable commitment to being the best version of yourself. You have a choice. Stay comfortable with the 99%, or rise with the 1%. The decision is yours.